Missouri Tigers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Arrington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Reed. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Grab behind the line. It's Bussey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking down the middle. Finds his man. It's Craven. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Throwing Reed. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to the well. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Missouri trying to convert this 4th down. Fourth down, Simmons. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out and they were stopped. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play and they've got a first down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Reed to throw. Looking left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep. That's a bad break for the offense early.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to Hardy. Turning it on.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They feed him again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
Simmons on the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Reed, bringing the heat. Got his man down the middle. Plows through the defense. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Owens. At the 45 on his way. A lot of room to the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Austin Simmons, a play fake. Finds his man. It's Hardy. At the 40, there he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run it on the counter. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Tight end now in motion. Going with the counter play here. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to Hardy. He's there to make the stop.
I've been impressed with this defense today, guys. Like, just really good job of being physical. And you've seen it show up on the defensive line with linebackers, with safeties. Everybody doing a great job filling gaps, understanding discipline, and being where they're supposed to be. Really strangled this running game for this L.
They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. They'll run it. It's Hardy. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They'll run for it. It's Hardy. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on fourth down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Reed. Caught in the backfield. It's Bussey. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Throwing Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Reed to the air again. Throws to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Horton. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Reed on the play action. He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Motion from the back. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Simmons fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Lee. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Simmons. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up 4th, but defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Reed to throw. Unleashes one. Grabbed on the outside. It's Horton. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Reed. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not only did he nail it, the direction is perfect as it heads to the sideline. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it on the counter. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Makes the grab. And he got it so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, give to Hardy. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Keeps it on 1st down. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Tripped up for the tackle.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Got his man to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is
finding some room. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Aggie. Once he got some room, it was over. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Again, it's Hardy. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Reed. Got it. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Running inside, it's Edwards. He's out past the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The option, the keeper. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And let's take a second to look at the numbers these two quarterbacks have posted. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Reed. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quarterback Keith. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Run inside. It's Owens. Got a little grass. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, punt, punt. David breaks into the open. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to him on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Trying to get behind the defense. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Reed to throw. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Reed. A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the left side, it's Hardy. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to Hardy. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. They'll go with Hardy. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that miss.
Maybe some room here.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football. And that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us. And they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. To the 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out